Hey guys, Average Joe Arms here, bringing you another unboxing today. And this time we have something I have not unboxed on the channel yet, and that is a CZ. This is fairly new and pretty excited about it, but I'm excited about most things we get through here. So we're going to open it up, take a look. Let's take a look here, guys. This is the CZ P10 C compensated. All right. Now I'm a little surprised it didn't come with a chamber flag or anything in there. That's a little weird. Usually they'll come chamber flagged. Empty mag, empty gun. Oh wow. I will say just that's pretty smooth for a striker fired gun. This isn't my first CZ. I had a Scorpion, and years ago I had a P01. But this is one of my first, this style. I've never had this style. It is a striker fired. It is the compact, so it is smaller. It is 15 rounds. Comes with, looks like 2 mags. Yep, so we got 2 mags here. And, let's see. Alright. Wow, that mag release is stiff. Or slide release. Wow, the slide release is stiff. But that action is very smooth, very nice. Very unlike a Glock, SIG, or M&P. I can tell that so far. Looks like you got 2 takedown levers here, just like a regular Glock style. But we got a, not Picatinny, but a single rail, kind of like Glock style. And it's got a lot of texture here. I did see we got some back straps in there. That's pretty well textured. I like the way that feels. Pretty stiff. Here and here, very well textured. This, not so much, which I'm okay with. I like that. Man, it feels really good in the hands. Got some nice little sights there. I don't know if they're tritium or what they are, but they're yellow and they look really nice. It is optic ready. I do have an optic plate for it here. I had a plan on putting the new Strike Industries Hexion, whatever the heck it's called, Seeker. I wanted to test these two together. It doesn't look like it's going to happen because this thing, anyway. Check my previous video. That doesn't look like it's going to work. So I do have 2 other options to put on here. Might go with the Siley Chameleon. One of my favorite optics. I've had thousands of rounds through those. And one of my original favorites, I have a Hollow Sun here. It's the 407, the more inexpensive one. It's the A3X2. I really like this optic. It's one of my favorites. This particular one has probably close to 10,000 rounds on it. It's been on the Beretta, but it started on my Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 9. Probably about 5,000 rounds on that. Went to the Beretta. It was on the PDP for a while. That thing's got a lot of rounds through it, and I love it. Either way, it's got to be RMR because the plate I got is RMR. So we'll throw that on so you can see what it looks like at the end here. Let's get a little feel for the trigger. No mag. Empty gun. Let's see. It's got kind of that Glock style. There's the wall. Nice. It's not crunchy. Nice. Nice crisp break. Nice forced reset. I like it. Feels really good. We'll have to see how it shoots, but so far I like it. Let me take it down real quick off camera. I'm assuming it takes down just like every other, yep. So we'll take a look. Internals look a little different. Look like a little mix of a SIG, a little mix of a Glock. I'm not going to go poking around in there because I don't know too much about CZs. But other than that, looks like your standard. So in here, kind of reminds me a little bit of the PDP or a Canic. You get your block here. Just typical, right? Like most of your striker fired. I'm really impressed how nice that feels. And I'm assuming that the recoil spring in here is lighter because we do have a ported barrel. So maybe that's why it feels so nice right out of the box. But as you can see, we do have that big chunk port out front. Very nice. I do like having factory ported. But, I have many ported guns that aren't factory too. But pretty nice. So we got 2 mags. Looks like we got some extended base pads in here. I don't know if that increases capacity. I would assume. Otherwise, why would they be extended? That's nice. I'll have to look in the manual. Got a little toolkit here. No idea what these are. I should probably look it up, right? These little green dot things in here. Of course, you got your lock like everything else. CZ, wow, that is a book. Like, literally, that's a book. Nice, nice manual. I'm sure it's going to tell me all those little things. I love when they tell you how to load a magazine. If you don't know how to load your magazine, you probably shouldn't be buying a gun. But, yeah. I'll have to look through and see what those things are. I apologize, guys. I like to unbox it with you guys, so this is the first time I'm getting to pull it out and play with it. So, like I said, I have no idea what those things are. I'm going to have to figure it out. So, I'll let you know in a second, because before I go and put an optic on anything, I learned a while back to read the manual. Some guns have very specific instructions that you need to follow. And like I said, I'm not a CZ guy. So I don't want to just take this plate off, throw some screws in, put the optic on it, and say, hey, look at this. I want to make sure I do it right. So I'll find out what those are. We'll get that optic plate off, and we'll put it on and see what it looks like. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys. So that wasn't too difficult. The size that I used to go from the optic to the optic plate was 40. What did I just do with that? Sorry. It wasn't this one. It was 440 by 3.15. I apologize. I just had it out here, and I'm not sure where it went. These were actually too long, and then the ones that this came with were either too long or too short. I had to get out some of my Siley bags and find some screws, and it was 440 by 3.15. So if you're interested, I also put the mag extensions on while I had it off. These came with it, which is nice, and I put them on. I don't know if it's a +2 or what it is. Maybe it's 17 now. I am going to experiment with some of the back straps, 2 of them, so I did keep those out, but that's all personal preference. But so far, just in the hand, feels great. Controls are great. Well, this slide release is really difficult. I mean, sometimes when you have a gun with an empty mag, your slide release will act like that, but it does get easier. But that's still a pretty stiff slide release, especially one thumb. Not having to break grip, I don't think you can do that. Yeah, I guess you can, but it's not as easy as I would like. So, you know what we're going to throw on here? A TLR1. Oh, look, it's on there. The reason I say that, if you're new to my channel, you don't know my obsession with the TLR1. I currently own 8 of them, and the Braun clone one, which has been working excellent, but I love TLR1s. The reason is I have the Omnivore holster that takes anything with a TLR1. I compete with almost every gun that I bring into the channel, so it makes it easier. I can just go right into a competition, and so there we go. We got the Hollow Sun 407A3 on there, got the TLR1 on there. I might have to put a different key in there and move it around, but for now, it's on there, and we'll see how she performs. So far, I like it in the hand. It feels really good. Balanced. The slide is very nice and smooth. Got the mag extensions on it already, so we're going to be shooting it this weekend. So I'll let you guys know, show you some first shots, and see how me and Mr. Average Joe Arms like it. So there you go, guys. The P10 C Ported from CZ. Let me know down in the comments if you got any questions. Appreciate each and every one of you. Stay safe and take care of each other. Average Joe Arms.